Be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. You can do the same at the Grizzly Gentleman for some fantastic beard products that'll make your beard look and smell great. You can also go to TCG Player using the affiliate link below and shop there to help support the show. And last but absolutely not least, go to greyvikinggames.com with the link below to get those sweet arena codes. What's up, Planeswalkers? Grxs back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. Today, as always, on Wednesdays, it is Nicol Bolas Control Day. I was really trying to find a high-resolution power word kill image to use as the thumbnail. Unfortunately, I could not, which means I'm probably just going to use something Bolas-related. The only changes I've made is I have cut the one of Silmagar's command for Iymrith, the Desert Doom, because, as I said in one of my previous videos where I briefly mentioned the changes I was considering making, Iymrith was one of them, mainly because it allowed me to have a nice, annoying creature for control decks to deal with, as well as something that can draw me cards. It's also just a relatively cheap and decent blocker against the more aggressive decks. And then I have modified Heartless Act and replaced it with Power Word Kill. Now, it's very possible that the influx of the rest of the set, you know, all the, especially dragons, but, you know, some of the other angels, demons, whatevers, may make this card a little worse than Heartless Act, but I do want to test it and try it out. I did not change the sideboard here, and I'm recognizing that I don't actually know what Historic is like right now. I don't know if there have been a lot of changes with the Adventures Forgotten Realms, because I've mostly been playing the standard 2022 event, and I've been having a good time with it as well. The adult gold dragon here mocking me because I said it like I didn't get it and it wasn't good, but it super is. So go ahead and play first. Yeah, I mean, this hand's fine. Early removal plus Narset to find some of our higher end things. Opponent on Red Dragon, Chandra Sleeves, Chandra Avatar. So, if my opponent is not playing at least red in some capacity, I'll be offended for Chandra. I believe I am legally allowed to do that, as I'm a servant of Nicol Bolas, the true ruler of all Planeswalkers. And anyone who says otherwise is a dirty heretic. Alright, let's see what our opponent is on. Turn 1 green. Not sure about that. I guess I should have did this so I could power word kill something here. Looks like mono green. Wait a minute. This does not look... This does not look like the correct format, friend. I mean, maybe they're just trying some of the new cards from the set, because there's a lot of good things for mono green there. Alright. It's totally fine. Cannot currently attack, which is nice. I'm going to go and play Narset here. Very possible that we'll be able to attack and kill my Narset next turn, but I currently don't have a way to deal with it. Get a Nikki B. By this tap, excuse me. So far, no red, and frankly, I'm offended. Utterly disgusting. Collect the company. See if they hit Patrol. Nope, they hit the Steel Leaf, which allows them to kill Narset. Definite yikers here.
Such violence is upsetting.
They're still indestructible, which is incredibly rude. I can power word kill this. Get Prismari Command, which doesn't do much. I mean, I could technically, like, Prismari Command Bonecrusher Giant this. It's all instant speed. The other option that I considered is just playing the Bonecrusher Giant, because I'd be able to block one of the large creatures. Doing that would make it so that even... So the thing is, if they have a land, then this becomes 5 power. I think I'm gonna pass. Okay, so they do have that. Sure. Okay, so I can power word kill. What do I have in my sideboard that I like here? Airbus Intervention is good. Grafdigger's Cage and Weathered Runestone are helpful. Languish is actually pretty decent, so that's nice. We did take out like all of our hard board wipes. I mean, Shadow's Verdict would be pretty helpful. So I might as well let them attack here. My opponent's considering doing something. Past the blocks, see if my opponent wants to do it. Nope. Gonna go ahead and kill a Steel Leaf. Steel Leaf is a guaranteed 5 power. This is not necessarily going to be 5 power. Past damage. My opponent plays Henge. Scoos. I can target with the... I think I'm going to target with Prismari Command, maybe. Would force them to eat at least one thing. What else would we be doing? Looting is not great here. I guess I could just make a treasure. But I'm not sure... I'm not sure if that's the best. I think I will take that action. So I'll be on 3, 6, 7 mana. So let's see. Thought Erasure. Okay. We'll see what my opponent's working with. Okay. Both of these are horrifying. I think this just, like, kills me out of nowhere. Do not need that. I mean, I'm fairly certain I've lost here. They can't guarantee... Yeah, this is difficult. I play Bonecrusher Giant. This gives trample, right? Yeah. I believe there's no way for me not to die. I play this. End of turn. They eat that. Makes this 4 power. On their turn... I mean, if they top deck a land, this gets bigger. I think I'm not going to show them anything else. So I definitely want Languishes. Definitely want the Airbus Intervention. Man, I do want these, but I don't know if they're good enough here. Inquisition's totally fine. Search for Azcanta is going to be too slow in this matchup. Prismari Command is, like, uncomfortably bad in this matchup. I do have Crux of Fate, but I don't think Necromentia is worth it. Chandra might be instead of 7-cost Bolas, bring in 1 Chandra. This Nicol Bolas also might not be as good as a single Chandra. I could be very wrong there. But Chandra has the potential to yeet things. So I think this is fine. We do get to go first, which is nice. I could have considered getting rid of Thought Erasure for Thoughtseize, just because it comes down earlier and would allow me to do other things. We have an Expressive Iteration. I don't want to turn one Grafdigger's Cage. I'm going to keep this. They mulliganed once, so that's helpful. I don't really want to turn one Grafdigger's Cage, so I think I'm going to play this tapped. I'm playing this tapped instead of this because I might flood out, essentially. Yeah, I mean, at this point I have sufficient mana, so I'll go ahead and play this. Our opponent's going to be able to play like a 3/3, or some sort of 3 mana creature, which is going to be very bad for us. Luckily we do have Grafdigger's Cage. Hopefully my opponent kept at least one Collected Company, which means there's going to have to be one dead card in their hand. I'll go with Troll, yep. That was what I figured. That's a huge help. I'm going to go ahead and Expressive Iteration here. Yeah, I mean, we're taking Languish for sure. We're putting you back, and we're going to put this in tapped. Yeah, so the Fetid Pools is essentially, like, officially become cycle fodder. Next turn I can play Nikki B, Ravager, and then the following turn Crux. Yeah, I think that's the lines here. Wolf Pack, yep. And Bar Control, yep. So, I mean, luckily this is, I mean, the issues, like, this is a, you know, a lot of dabblage. Maybe actually I just play Languish here. Yeah, I actually think I just played Languish here. Languish could kill my Bolas. This way they don't have anything. And because of Grafdigger's Cage, this can't come back from the graveyard. Fun fact. Didn't know that interaction was how it worked. I learned something new. I also peeked my camera. Jesus. I peeked my microphone. So here, I mean, that's just a really easy power word kill. Although, I guess I play this tapped, actually. So I can play my Chandra, and I just power word kill this. Goodbye. So they have 2 cards. They can't use a Collected Company if they have one. They have this. Okay, that's fine. Do I want to Crux of Fate this or just kill this? I think I would rather just kill this. So die. And I'll take the 2 damage. Should be fine. Play out Nikki B. I could even flip this potentially next turn. Werewolf Pack Leader. Don't care too much. Because... So I can Chandra and -3. Yeah, I think I'm going to Chandra -3.
Anyone who stands in my way,
yeah.
Everyone knows
okay, I mean, that went a lot better. Because of, you know, my board wipes. So we're going second now. So my opponent now knows that we have the cage. Caged! It's locked in perpetual motion. God, I mean, I'm pretty sure that that we just run it back. Second verse, same as the first. I really don't want to lose life against this deck. Like, it's funny. I think against Burn, I'm more likely to lose life there, which doesn't make sense. I guess maybe it's because I can remove their creatures, but I can't kill a burn spell, you know? Oh man, this hand is not good enough, I don't think. This is the same hand, but worse, because I have to keep this one and lose this. So, yeah, I just have a worse hand. They have a Linora, of course they do. Can I get? I can't. So, I suppose next turn I could potentially just 8-2 and power word kill that 3-drop. As a Pel Collector, that's not a 3-drop. That is a werewolf. Okay. I don't know if I'll have time to work up to Crux of Fate. Is the thing. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to work up to Crux of Fate in time. My opponent could just attack with all, or attempt to. I'd kill the werewolf. Take some damage, play a Steel Leaf. That resolves. That resolves. Now when I kill the Werewolf Pack Leader, they don't get to make this larger. So if I killed it on my turn, this would be a 3, and then it would be a 4. Okay. I can Bonecrusher Giant this, I suppose, which allows me to play this tapped. I guess I could have just cast the Bonecrusher Giant. I am going to just kill this now. Okay. 2 more turns. I suppose next turn I can play the Bonecrusher Giant and just play one of these tapped. So there's potential that I'm okay here. I did forget about the Hydra. The Hydra is actually a huge problem. They did it for what, 2? 2, yeah. So I can go down to 4. I really do not want to go down to 4. If I play Bonecrusher Giant, I block this. I go down to 1. So yeah, it's better. It's better to do this. I don't appreciate that shit. Of course. Wait, did they spam good game? Was that more than one good game? I think my opponent is a count without the O. Douchebag! Didn't let Prismari Command there. And I do wonder, I guess I could have gone to MTG Goldfish to see if they have like any good data metagame on historic to see if that's changed like recently. That's past 30. I'm gonna go past 7. No, it doesn't really look like they have a lot of information. This hand is potentially fine. Like blind hand, this is fine. Blind match, I guess, is what I should say. Opponent mulligan, that's helpful. Go and play this. Based on that, I assume this is some sort of control deck. I will Thought Erasure. If they have a counterspell, they have a counterspell. I probably would have taken a counterspell anyway. Mystical Dispute, sure. Running main deck Mystical Dispute. Interesting. I'll probably do runner Narsets. Do I still want to do runner Narsets? I do. This probably gets countered. No, this one resolves. All right.
My prowess
pretty
is
decent.
unmatched by my peers.
Soul Shatter? That's fine. Like, that's a 2-for-1 in my favor. Oh, they're Esper Control. Interesting. Well, I have another Narset, so I'm going to cast another Narset. Do you have an answer to this one? You don't? Oh.
I know 88 ways
Cheers.
to defeat you.
Wow, another Soul Shatter. Fun fact, I don't care.
I have just the trick for this.
That's once again a 2-for-1 in my favor. Thoughtseize? I assume they take Bolas. Bolas is the best card here, I think. Yeah. What? Okay, they either have a counterspell for Bolas. No, I can't think of anything else. Why would you not take Bolas? Why would you not take Bolas? I'm even more confused now. So my opponent is on Esper Control, but doesn't seem great. Put one in my hands. 5. I kind of don't think I need another Baleful Mastery. So I think I'm gonna put this in my hand and put this. Shit. I made a mistake. It shouldn't be too bad. I don't need a Prismari Command. I guess I could have hit them with a Bonecrusher Giant. But I did not really feel the need. I'll cast this, I guess. Hold up the same stuff I had. My opponent at this point might just be gathering information. Nope. They decide they still want to fight. Alright. Six. Graveyard. Transform. Decline. I have no reason to transform. I'm still getting some extra value, and their Field of Ruin is essentially still useless. I'm going to cast this, deal 2 damage to you. I make a Troken. Oh no, they disputed me. Whatever shall I do? Library? Decline. We'll attempt to attack. Are you gonna go to 2? That'll resolve. Then I will do this. 2 damage, make a treasure. 2 damage, I'll make a treasure, thank you very much. Oh, I guess technically I should have done this first, because they might have another Mystical Dispute. 2 damage, make a treasure. Nope. Alright, cool. Okay. I don't know why it keeps like full blacking the screen there. I mean, I guess I can have Test of Talents, Thoughtseizes, Sharon's. They have a lot of stuff they can take out. Do I want Necromentia against Shark Typhoon? Probably. I think that's it? Yeah, I won't say that's it. So we want to take out Power Word Kill. We want to take out Crux of Fate. We would also like to remove a couple Prismari commands. Not all of them. Right? No, not all of them. To get rid of a single Bloodchief's Thirst. How many 3 or lows do they have? Yeah, they probably have many. I think Inquisitions. You know what? Okay, I'll do -1 Inquisition. We'll see how this one goes. See how this party rocks. Cat is nowhere to be found, by the way. Which means she's downstairs enjoying herself. This is good curve. 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna go ahead and start with this one. Doesn't really matter, we have one of each. Put this here, and then put this here. I mean, we're going to essentially just do what we did last turn, or last game, which is just literally play on curve. I do need another land. Syncopate? That's fine. So I assume most of their removal they got rid of for countermeasures. Okay, we did get another land, that is helpful. Go and play this. Alright, sure. Gonna do this. Gonna do this. I mean, I'm dealing a lot of damage to myself. I've done 6 damage to myself. Wow, they are just counter-spelling. I mean, the thing is, they're gonna run out eventually. Cling to Dust so that they draw a card, sure. Alright, I get to not hurt myself. Do you have another counterspell? Ah, right, they have Shoal Shatter. Yep. I would love to top deck Chandra. Chandra top deck would be pretty nice. Did I even need this? Because I think their only way of winning is Shark Typhoon. Okay. I have basics. Oh, they needed the white man, of course. Alright, well, I can cycle this. See if I can grab anything useful. Search for Azcanta would be nice. Asking shall receive. I do not believe my life total means anything in this matchup, so minimizing the damage that some counter magic can do is helpful. Alright, that's good. They also already used one of their Field of Ruins. Looks like they're going to use Cling to Dust, which is going to exile like, essentially the rest of their stuff. I'm going to draw a card. I'll be able to flip this. Oh, they didn't. Why? Thoughtseize. Take one of my masteries. I do not care. Teffers.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
Do I want to kill Teferi and let them draw an additional card? Just gonna draw one regardless. 5, it'll go to 6. I'm gonna do it. I don't know if it's correct. But I don't want them to counter my removal. I think removing Teferi would give them more than just one.
I'm not done yet.
One card. So I think that's correct. Fabled Passage. Alright, so at least one of the cards was essentially a bust. Graveyard and Transform. Kind of bad. 1, 2, 3. Not much that I can really grab, so I'm going to pass the turn. I don't want to get it when my opponent could exile stuff. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use this. Three, 4, 5. Wouldn't be enough to also activate Azcanta. So my thinking here, right, is I could get Thought Erasure to see if they have counter magic, or I could just get Bolas to force them to have counter magic, because if they don't, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I would be able to deal with a Mystical Dispute. I think I'm just going to get Bolas. Okay. So if it's not Mystical Dispute, I can potentially Test of Talents the crap out of it. Really depends. Drown in the Lock. I'll try to counter your Drown in the Lock. Looks like they have another counterspell. Yep, they have another counterspell. Okay. But they are down to 1 card. 2 cards. That was a terrible top deck for me. Really needed that. They are down to 1 card. Can this Narset resolve? Yes. Okay. Very helpful.
Focused and disciplined.
Unbelievably helpful.
No obstacles. Put thoughtfulness before action.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man. I mean, we take Chandra. We can't cast her this turn. We essentially have to just hope, beyond hope, that our opponent doesn't have another discard spell. They're going to Cling to Dust, draw another card. Yep, that's fine. I guess even if they do discard my Chandra, I do still have access to a Narset, unless they discard it and kill my Narset. They didn't. We're playing this.
I need some kindling. And you look flammable enough.
That's fine. I have a ticking clock on them now.
Keep an open mind.
Alright, I have Test of Talents as well. They know about Test of Talents, which is unfortunate, but just having that clock on them might be helpful. Cling to dust. Okay. All right, you can't draw. Haha! I should have used it on my turn, loser. I mean, yeah. Let's Thoughtseize. Negate. Yeah, sure. I want to be able to get the last card out of their hand. Even if it's just another counter, I still want to get it out of their hand. Well, we're waiting. Okay, so what's in their hand? Giant Lock. Okay, they wanted to make sure that I lost life here. So Shark Typhoon, Maze Mine Tome, Shark Typhoon, Dream Trawler, Teferi, so that's 4, 5, 6. Okay, so they have 6 threats left in their deck. I need to kill them before their threats kill me. They have 6 threats left. Okay, so statistically speaking, I'm okay. Not great. My opponent can they can cling here, but they can't cling for a little bit. They haven't Fabled Passaged. I didn't check to see if there are any other basics in their deck. It's fine. Okay, that's fine. Oh my gosh, another Chandra. This is perfect. This makes their clock way harder to deal with.
Let's get toasty.
She's sticking around. Opponent thinning their deck a little. Considering they only have 6 threats left, I think that actually is correct to thin their deck a little. Shark Typhoon, alright. Can that kill me before I can kill them? It's very possible. I actually don't want to cast this right now, because I don't want my opponent to be able to counterspell and get a shark token end of turn. Because they still have to cast things. And if they're unable to cast things, a Shark Typhoon does nothing. Yeah, I'm not casting my iteration either. This is 4. It'll put them to 5.
A little warm in here.
Uh-oh. So they're gonna get... How many does this draw? 2 cards? So it'll be 2 plus 6. Fudge. Okay. It's better for me to kill the 2/2. Oh, right. They can only get 1, right. Fudge. I don't know. As long as I can survive this turn, I should be fine. And I should be able to survive this turn. They go both face. They don't have enough to exile. So now they can exile. They gain 3, they go to 8. We can hit them for 2. I'm dead regardless, so I think I do this. Because if I do end up drawing a... If I do end up drawing a removal spell, oh my fucking gosh. I'm gonna iteration first. Because right now they don't have counter magic. I'll take the Prismari Command. Shuffle that back in. Get this. So I potentially just have them dead in multiple ways. This is already 4. I could put it to 5. We're definitely going to kill this. I put it to 5. They gain 3, go to 6. If I don't put them to... If I put it to 4, they still gain 3, go to 6. This is still technically enough to kill them. I'm just going to do this first. 2 damage, I'll make a treasure. 2 damage to you. Prismari Command seems pretty decent in this situation. So they gain 3 and lose 4? Okay. My opponent decided to leave early. I mean, apologies to my opponent and anyone in the comments who thinks I take too long. I wanted to analyze as much of the situation as possible before I made the decision to commit using Chandra to either pump up the jam or kill their creature. Oh goodness. Oh. Okay. We're gonna have a little deck discussion after I open these packs and whatnot. So Bolas can still beat Control, which is kind of the most important for me, because I just want my Lord Bolas to... what sleeve do I want next? I want Ebondeath sleeve next. Because that's the main thing, right? If I lose to more aggressive decks, that's fine. So, how was I feeling? Pound Kill was fine. Prismari Command felt bad in the aggro matchup, because the aggro matchup was big, right? It was a big creature style deck. And essentially, unless I had more removal, and I think, like, and life gain, right, is the thing. I mean, Erebos Intervention can give me life, but it's possible. I think I'm gonna Leyline of the Void, 2 Ashioks, and Cage and Runestone. So I think I'm covered on Graveyard Hate. So I think you yeet the Intervention, and you put Enter the God Eternals back in. Fudge. Enter the God. God. Thank you. I think you put Enter the God Eternals back in to help in those matchups. Because it's still fine against aggro. Because you're going to be getting rid of Nikki B against, like, fast aggro anyway. And this is a decent replacement for it. And then against those, like, big aggro decks, you're not going to want to replace all of your big Nikkis. So, you still get rid of this. You get rid of, like, Search for Azcanta, maybe even Narsets. Possibly a couple Prismari Command as well. So, like, there's plenty to take out. But having another card that's, like, really good to bring in, I think is helpful. And now, you might be saying, but 6 Erebos Intervention scales really nicely. The thing is, against more aggressive strategies, I don't need to have individual cards scale, because what I'm working towards is essentially supremacy of the board and finishing the game with, like, a Planeswalker or something. Being in a situation where I can get more card advantage by using Planeswalkers when the board is empty, and then when the board isn't empty, I can use the Planeswalkers to help me to empty the board. So I think I just need a card that is relatively inexpensive, kills a thing, gains 4, the milling is... it's neither here nor there. Yeah, so I think that's the one change that I make here. Yeah, I'm going to continue to enjoy Nicol Bolas. Hopefully you enjoyed this as well. Fun fact, this is way better than yesterday's video. Tomorrow, I believe I will be making a brawl video. And I think I'm going to do something weird for this brawl video. Anyway, I do have P.O. Box. Feel free to send me stuff. Let me know if you do send me stuff. Otherwise, it'll just sit in my P.O. Box because they don't tell me when I get stuff, which is incredibly rude in my opinion. I'd like to thank my lovely patrons for the continued support. If you'd like to join them and support the show financially, you can do that in the link below to sign up for Patreon, or you can become a channel member or a Twitch sub. All of those really do help out the channel. And of course, if you want to get even more value, you can use my promo codes to help save you some money, while also giving me some money. Now, if you don't have the financial means, or frankly, you don't want to, like, comment, subscribe. All of it helps. And of course, until next time, I will be one.